What is Plattsburgh known for? I'll tell you what Plattsburgh is known for. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about where you can get access to what's behind me over on this shoulder. The Lake Champlain is kind of the gem of the North Country, Clinton County, and all up through here. But specifically in the Plattsburgh area, this video is going to show you where you can get access to beaches that are really easy to get into. Usually not a lot of people. Sometimes you get in free depending on which ones you go to. But I'm going to start on the southern part. I'm going to go all the way up to the tip of the Plattsburgh area. In addition to that, there are a lot of other places that you can go not too far that you can get access to some of the lakes that are interior. But one of the things when you move to somewhere like Plattsburgh in the North Country is you hear so much about the mountains and the lake. Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to go see it. So if you're right in the city of Plattsburgh, driving around, going to some of the different restaurants, it can actually be hard to see the lake. That's why you need to follow what's going on in this video, and let's get to it right now. Boom. Hey everybody, this is Jim Jock with eXp Realty. Thanks for checking out another episode of Living in Plattsburgh. Just know that when it comes to living, working, playing, having fun, eating good food and good restaurants, anything dealing with Plattsburgh, know that I've got your back. If this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit the like, the subscribe button, and then the little bell so you'll get notified anytime I do a new video. And if you're relocating to the area or you live here and you're thinking of anything dealing with real estate, I'd be glad to help you as well. You can reach out with my number and contact information below. This is the place to check out the best videos about Plattsburgh. At least I think they're the best videos, but that's just me saying it. So when you move to Plattsburgh, or even some people who've lived in Plattsburgh, one of the things that you always hear about is, oh, the mountains and the lakes and all the things to do outside. Well, if you're right in the city of Plattsburgh, it's actually hard to see the lake. You probably wouldn't think that it would be hard to see the lake, but it actually can be. So this video is going to start in the southern part of our area. Check out some of the beaches on Lake Champlain, on the southern part, just south of Plattsburgh. And we're going to work all the way up to north of Plattsburgh. There are still more farther south. There are more farther north. But I just wanted to hit about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. I forget how many I do. But watch the video and then you'll know. So we're starting our beach tour on the southern end of Clinton County in Port Kent. This is a little beach, nice sandy beach. This is kind of looking north right here. And it actually says the beach is closed, but I don't care, we're still here, right? And there's also a ferry to Vermont from here that is also closed. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, if that'll resurrect once, all the travel and everything pick up. I'm actually going to stand on this concrete table, and I wanted to just show you around here. There is a marina. I'm not really sure who owns or operates that, but there's also the Port Kent the Port Kent train goes through here. It has a stop in Port Kent. But this is a nice little spot. Not many people here because it says it's closed, but you can see my lovely bride Debbie is enjoying the swing while I do my thing. But anyway, if it's a warm day and you just want to get out and you're living somewhere in southern Clinton County, this is a great spot, nice and quiet, and enjoy the beauty of Lake Champlain in the summertime. She's a swinger.
Don't give up your day job.
This is my day job. Selfie, click. We are off to the next stop on the beaches tour around Plattsburgh. So you ready to go?
Yep.
Let's go. So we are at Ausable Campground and Beach. Deb, do you remember the first time we came here?
A long time ago.
What did we come here for?
We went camping.
Yep, first time Deb and I went camping. First time I went camping as a kid was here too. It's funny because back then, way back in the black and white 3-channel TV days, the only place to go and get wet and cool off in the summer was a place like public beaches like this one. So you can see behind me that the parking lot is largely empty, slightly overgrown. There are a handful of people here. The camping part is still used quite a bit, but in the summertime, all of this area behind me would have been full of people here for the day trips, doing a barbecue grill, kids getting wet in the water, just having fun. And this was the place to do it because not everybody had pools like they have today. But anyway, it's still a great spot to come and cool off, enjoy the water, the views of Lake Champlain, the Adirondack mountain views, the Green Mountains of Vermont. So let's go take a look and see waterfront.
I love the smell of pine.
Yeah.
I wonder how long ago they built this play area.
It looks pretty new. Maybe a couple of years. Maybe over COVID. I don't know. I know that the beach house over here is pretty new. It used to be this massive thing because there are a lot more people using it, but not like today. It's one of the main areas that the campers will come and shower their smelly bodies. Yeah, this is kind of cool, huh?
Bears, welcome.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, they've upgraded. It's pretty nice indeed.
This is looking towards the area that we actually drove here. And then the houses off in the distance there would be on Route 9 heading north. Nice spot here. Beautiful, beautiful beach. A little hazy today, but you can still see some of the Green Mountains of Vermont way out there when I zoom in. Nice spot on the beach. So we're also going to take a quick shot through the campground area just so you can see what's going on there, and then off to the next beach.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. Some planes flying into the airport. Can't really make them out very well. Deb's a beach bum. Aren't you a beach bum?
I love
What is it you like about the beach, my dear?
It's sandy.
Ooh.
And it's got water.
What does it remind you of?
It reminds me of the beach
When you were a child?
when I was a kid.
Yeah, where'd you used to go?
Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah, did it have sand there too?
Yes, it did.
Wow.
And it wasn't as crime ridden as it is today.
Nice.
But yes, I love beach life.
Hey Deb,
Yes.
we gotta get our selfie. Come on now. There we go.
All right. Oh, and the Canadian geese are pooping.
Oh, Canadian geese, not the American geese.
Aren't those Canadian geese?
Those are Canadian geese. Oh, bumpy, slow you down. Yeah, so we're going to take a look through the campground. Quick video tour. Ausable Point Campground, day use, etc., etc. I don't remember how many sites they have here. I know several years ago New York State converted to doing all the reservation systems through a central company. I think it's reserveamerica.com is what the site is now to reserve. There we go. The sites down through here were some of the prime sites because they're on the water. And there was another beach over on this side called the Sandbar, which
nice.
is Yeah. Nicer because it was usually just campers, so you didn't have quite as many people. Well, that little camper has a solar panel. Gosh, I remember setting up in the rain, all kinds of fun stuff.
There's the sandbar.
Yeah.
In the water.
We're going to just drive right up and take a peek.
Yep.
I don't know if this is somebody's site or not, but nobody's here. Isn't that beautiful? We get to look at this all the time. And we're just south of Valcour. So if you pull up on the map where Valcour is, we can actually see that. I'd have to take my camera out of the holder, but we're just south of Valcour. This is Ausable Point Campground. There's also I think it's the Ausable Point Marsh. And then just south of that is a marsh called Wickham Marsh, or Wickham's Marsh. And this area is actually really common to see bald eagles as well, year-round. But, yeah, real common spot to see them. This right here, Site 18, is the site that we stayed on, Deb.
I remember that. Fly and sail. License tag.
And they've got little bathroom areas scattered throughout. We'll take one more loop through this loop up here. Loops down through here, this is 25 to 48, are a little more sandy than the other loop. Oh, a little bumpier road too.
Very nice.
I was going to pull into that site, but it's right where people are. And here's like an access to the beach right here. Kind of nice. Yeah. It's a popular campground. These are usually booked up. It is actually, this is along the river. I think it's the Ausable River. And I remember one year where right in through here somewhere, used to be able to rent kayaks and canoes, and of course you're right on the water, so that was a nice way to do it.
123 campsites.
So this is Ausable Point Campground, and we've gone through the beach area, we've gone through the campground area. There is a dumping station, so if you have an RV that collects your nasty, then you can dump it before you leave. And there we go. So off to the next beach. Where's the next beach, Deb?
Next beach is
Cliffhaven?
Cliffhaven.
Cliffhaven Beach. Next up. Here we go, Cliffhaven Beach. One of the things the homeowner association does is keep this up. I don't remember this even being there. Nice big spacious yard. Sandy beach over on the far side. Picnic tables, chairs. And this is private, so we're violating that privacy to give you a peek. But there's nobody here, so do you think, Deb?
Beautiful
Yeah?
and peaceful.
A couple houses up on the cliff side. One of them, that one to the right with the gray,
Uh-huh.
that one was actually for sale this year. It might still be on the market.
Oh.
They actually have a trail down to the water from there, but you can imagine how steep it is.
I can say it's probably being sold for a pretty penny.
I would say. Nice view behind me is Vermont. So this is one of the, I don't know if this is one of the widest parts of the lake or not, but
That's Valcour Island, right?
no, Valcour is just south of us.
Oh, okay.
So we already went past that.
Okay.
Yep, along the way, right? Yeah, up the way. But yeah, this isn't a public beach, but like I said, if you live here in Cliffhaven, this is one of the benefits that you have of living here, is this nice access to the water, and something that your voluntary homeowner association fees will pay to help maintain. So let's see, where are we going next? We're going to the city beach, right?
Yep.
All right, off we go. Okay, Deb, Plattsburgh City Beach, what do you think?
Love it.
Yeah? What
Yeah.
is it you love?
Well, let's see. It's sandy and it has water.
Well, son of a beach. So we're just checking this out. Actually, the first time, I don't know that we've ever been here. I might have came here in college one time, but that was like a million years ago. Post-dinosaur, but prehistoric, right?
I wouldn't know.
So I'm just going to pan around. So this is the Plattsburgh City Beach. Like I said, they've done a lot of work here. It looks like it's well groomed. There's a good number of people here. They've got, just show you, they've got a cafe. They've got a lifeguard station, and they've got another, I think, adult beverage maybe down here. Hard to say what it is. But they've also got a couple volleyball. I know they had a volleyball tournament or something here not too long ago. And then what you see farther down the beach, you can see you can go quite a ways, but farther down the beach is the Cumberland Bay Campground and Beach. So there's a state campground like the Ausable Point one that we saw a little while ago, but just here on Cumberland Head Bay. So I'm going to turn around and just show you, I'll show you where the city is, the downtown area is. Right over that way is the downtown area. You've seen in some of the other videos. So this would be Plattsburgh Bay. You'll see a Battle of Plattsburgh video coming up before too long. Probably do it more September time frame in conjunction with, so I have some footage of the actual kind of the anniversary of it, second week of September. But yeah, this area over here is Cumberland Head. So on the opposite side of that, there's a ferry that goes to the Vermont side of the lake, so you can access shopping and, you know, some of the things on that side of the lake. And Plattsburgh Bay and City Beach, awesome spot. You got to come check it out. Okay, just a few more beaches to go on our Plattsburgh Beach tour. This one is Cumberland Bay Campgrounds, State Park as well, similar to the one that we saw at Ausable Point earlier in the video. So this used to have a really big beach house and shower area. Now there's just kind of a small one here, which probably makes sense because they whenever it needed to be updated, they just probably made it as big as it needed to have. Behind me, this whole area down where the cars are, maybe you can see it that way, that all used to be parking lot. I remember as a kid driving down I-87 southbound, and the traffic to get here to the beach would be backed up onto the highway that far. So not so much nowadays. There's a handful of people out here, actually a good number. It is a popular camping spot, so the water is closer here than it is to like the Ausable Point one. The water's a little farther from the campground, and it's not the only place you can get in the water. So here, this is pretty much the only waterfront. So it is busier than it would have been otherwise. And let's see. That's the city beach down there that we were just at. And the downtown Plattsburgh area would be over there. This is Plattsburgh Bay. And then it looks like the main lifeguard station is actually farther down, more adjacent to where the campground is than here where I am, which is the day use area. And I mean, you can see the day use is not getting any day use at all. Very, very few people. And it's funny because each of these places, I think there have been 4 where, you know, normally there's a charge to get in. Well, I haven't had to pay so far. I've talked my way in. Imagine that, a good real estate agent like me, right? So I've talked my way in, but almost had to pay here because she was like out there and she wanted to collect her $7, I think. But it's kind of funny. I would have paid it, but like I said, I'm only going to be here like 5 minutes, so it didn't really seem like I really wanted to pay that much. Just see a plane in the background. I don't know if you can see it from here. Getting ready to land at the airport, maybe from I don't know, Florida, or who knows where this one's from. But what a great view right here. I'm going to flip it around. There you can see the end of Cumberland Head. You'll see that on the map. I'll show you as well, just so you got to get an idea where you are. But this is Plattsburgh Bay. Looking south, I know I can zoom in a little bit. You can see Clinton Community College way out there. The Adirondack Mountains in the background, but it's a pretty hazy day. Just going to zoom in here. You can see some of the towers and things in the downtown area of Plattsburgh. There you are. Another beach, another place to go and cool off on a hot summer day like today. On to the next one and the final one on the tour. We're at Pointer Rush State Park and Campground. This is actually one of our favorite spots. I think because on a clear day you can see both the Vermont mountains and the Adirondack mountains all from the same beach. So it's really got great views. Just nice grounds and facility here. So you know, we've even been to birthday parties here. They've got playgrounds for kids. They've got, you know, covered pavilions. Friends of ours actually work here as a lifeguard. Really nice area. One of our favorite spots. Let's go down by the water. As you come into the campground, one of the things that you see is there's actually a boat launch as part of the facility and grounds, I guess. There are also walking trails that are really popular. They actually go out onto the points over there. Really popular, gosh, almost year round, really. Also for snowshoeing. Just real popular site. There's also an interpretive center over there that talks about some of the different, you know, nature things over there. That's actually outside of like the park, so you could go visit that and not have to pay. So we were actually able to come take a look here, and just a really nice spot. They also have a wheelchair accessible ramp, which is a nice thing to see.
Wrap it up.
Hey everybody, this is Jim Jock with eXp Realty. Thanks for checking out another episode of Living in Plattsburgh. Just know that when it comes to living, working, playing, having fun, eating good food and good restaurants, anything dealing with Plattsburgh, know that I've got your back. And if you're relocating to the area or you live here and you're thinking of anything dealing with real estate, I'd be glad to help you as well. You can reach out with my number and contact information below.